Two different vacations, two different experiences, but which one will get you the most for your money? Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. Thank you so much for clicking into the video today. Well, today we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. We're going to do a financial deep dive in a 3-night land vacation versus a 3-night cruise. Which one is going to get you the most bang for your buck? We're going to look at the hidden fees, the hidden cost, the actual price that it takes to take a cruise in 2025 versus what it would cost to go to a popular vacation destination in the United States for 3 nights. Before we get into this, I do just want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you like saving money on your cruises or financial tips for cruises in 2025, please hit that subscribe button. And if you love cruising as much as we do, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today, we're taking a look at a 3-night cruise versus a 3-night land trip. You may have seen videos like this before, but there's something that we're doing a little bit differently in this video. We're going to look at what the cost would be to travel on a budget during high season or during the most expensive time to travel, which is of course going to be summer break. Now, a lot of people have compared Royal Caribbean's largest ship, the biggest cruise ship in the world, the icon of the seas, to a vacation to Disney World. We're not going to do that deep dive here in this video because we are looking to travel for under $1,000 total for 2 people. To stay within our budget, we're going to look at Royal Caribbean's Ovation of the Seas, which is one of their nicer ships. It's about mid-sized and kind of a moderately priced cruise ship. And we're going to compare that to a 3-night stay at one of the most popular theme parks in the Midwest. Of course, the theme park that we're going to compare that to today is found in Tennessee and is Dollywood. Let's start by looking at our land travel. So for this trip, we're looking to travel starting July 15th for 3 nights. So we're looking at that July 15th to July 18th window. When I went to look for a hotel, I knew that there's a wide range of different hotels that you could look for, but I was looking for a couple key things. I was looking for a location. I wanted to be somewhat close to the parks, and I was looking for a moderately priced hotel that included breakfast. This is something that Jared and I will always do when we travel to theme parks, is we will look for a place that can get us a big hearty breakfast before we ever go into the park, because we know that that can save us a good amount of money on food during the duration of our trip. For this particular trip, it looked like the Best Western was one of the best priced hotels that I could find. It's coming in at right around $338 for 3 nights for 2 people in a king-size bed. During the 3 nights, 4 days that we're going to be traveling, there's going to be a total of 10 meals that I'm going to account for. Now, 3 of those will be included because that will be our breakfast each morning at the Best Western. That means 7 meals, specifically lunches and dinners, will need to be purchased throughout the duration of this trip. I took a look at the average cost people spend on food on a 3-night vacation, and it's anywhere between $250 to $400. I decided to take a blanket number, $20 per person per meal, and factor that in here to the budget. So that's $280 total for food. Of course, this could be more or this could be less, depending on if you ate fast food the entire time or if you did something like a specialty restaurant, a dinner theater, a nicer restaurant in the parks. The gamut can range quite wide for how much people spend on food during their vacation, so I felt like $280 on food and drinks for 3 nights was a pretty safe bet. The biggest ticket item, of course, for this trip will be your Dollywood tickets. I just broke down the cost of a daily ticket for 2 people going to the park 2 days, and we come up with a total of $368. So the grand total for 3-night stay in Tennessee, going to Dollywood for 2 days, including your entertainment, your food, and accommodations, is $968.86. We're coming in right under our $1,000 budget for this 3-night trip. Next, let's compare this to a cruise on Ovation of the Seas. We're going to look at a 3-night cruise that is happening over the exact same dates. So we're looking at, of course, July 15th to the 18th, which is a 3-night cruise out of Los Angeles, California, going down to Ensenada, Mexico, and back. For this exercise, I included the cost of an inside guarantee cabin, of course, your extra excursion costs, so we budgeted in some money to do something in Mexico, as well as your gratuities, which should always be factored in when you are taking a cruise. Let's start with the cruise cost. The total amount for 2 people with your taxes, port fees, and cruise fare will be $537.37. So that's going to cover your accommodation, your room, and all of your food, as well as your extras on board, such as entertainment, activities, late night parties, nights in the club. Gratuities with Royal Caribbean right now are $18 per person per day. Again, I can't stress this enough. When you're taking a cruise, you always need to factor in that the gratuities are going to be paid. Whether you pay them beforehand or on the ship is up to you, but that is a must-pay line item when you are taking a cruise. Now, I included an additional $150 as an optional excursion credit. The ship does go to Ensenada, Mexico, which does offer a wide variety of different types of excursions. So $75 per person is the average that you would pay for an excursion down there. So I added in an extra $150. Now, of course, if you didn't take an excursion or didn't spend this money in Mexico, you could use this line item for something on board. You could use it as casino money. You could use it as your shopping budget. You could go to a specialty restaurant or two, or maybe indulge in some tasty adult beverages. You could use that $150 technically however you'd like, but I thought it was fair to build that into the budget here, just to give you an overall good experience with plenty to do while you're on this vacation. Let's say you did spend that extra $150. The total amount for this vacation, including accommodations, food, entertainment, and excursions, is $831.37. Or let's say you wanted to just be completely budget friendly and you didn't want to spend any additional money on board, which you do not have to when you get on a cruise ship. That total would be $681.37. So on the high end, the cruise is actually going to save you about $150. On the low end, it's going to save you a lot more money. As a matter of fact, if you didn't spend the additional $150 shore excursion credit that I threw in there, you could include probably round transportation flights from your hometown out to this cruise and still be under $1,000 for 2 people. Because there's people that watch this channel all around the world, I did not include your actual cost of travel and factor those into these numbers, because you're either going to drive and pay for parking or fly to either of these destinations for this 3-night vacation. Let me know what you think of this analysis in the comments below, and which one would you pick? If you had to go with $1,000 to spend and either a trip to Dollywood or a 3-night cruise to Mexico, would you select the cruise or would you select the land trip? Also, let me know if you agree with my analysis. Feel free to pick this apart and let me know what you think I said is right and what you disagree with in the comments below. Well, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Jordan. This is JJ Cruise. Until next time, see ya.